Hi, my name's Jonathan Wasserman. I'm a fellow at Yeshivat Hadar.
My name's Gabi Wasserman. I'm also a fellow at Yeshivat Hadar.
In college, I studied computer science.
And I studied math.
We're both going to rabbinical school.
Gemara is pretty tricky.
Yeah, it's really confusing.
There are all these times when you get this really crazy translation, but you tell yourself, no, I'm going to suspend my disbelief and let the text speak for itself. Amar Rabbi Yehuda Maaseh Beheleni Hamalka Belod.
Load. Do you know what that means?
Belod.
Okay, Jastro?
Jastro.
Okay, let's see.
Belod.
Say, look it up without the bet.
Cool. Load.
I'm on page 695.
695, awesome. Let's see, load.
I have Luda'a.
Yeah, at the top, okay.
Yeah.
People hiring men for gladiatorial contests. Belode? Like she was in the contest?
Yeah.
Queen Helene Belode?
Okay. Yeah, you think that's like the he feel?
Belode.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like Queen Helene was chosen for the gladiatorial contest. Queen Helene Belode.
Okay, you think that makes sense?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, cool. Let's go.
All right.
It turns out that Lod is just the name of a town that Queen Helene is from, and we were just completely wrong about that.
Yeah. And so after a situation like that, you start to think, okay, if I get a translation that's too wacky, I'm probably wrong, and maybe I should find another translation that makes more sense.
Ve'ema ka'ape de Bar Yochani. Bar Yochani, do you know what that is?
Barrio. No.
Okay, let's look it up.
Jastro.
Okay.
Do you want to look up Yochani? I'll look up Bar Yochani.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, yeah, I got it. It's page 568. Near the bottom, it says Bar Yochani, the name of a fabulous bird or an ostrich.
An ostrich?
Yeah, does that make sense here?
No, that doesn't make any sense. De Bar Yochani, no.
Well, what else could it be?
I don't know, like Shimon Bar Yochani? Is that like one of the Chachamim or something? It's definitely not ostrich.
Yeah,
There's
right.
No
I mean, whatever it is,
it's not
no
an
way it's an
ostrich.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
Turns out Bar Yochani, definitely an ostrich. And the Gemara just completely turns the tables on you there, which can be really confusing.
So you would think that having the same schedule every day would get you used to davening 3 times a day, but actually time kind of flies when you're studying, and sometimes you realize that you don't know when Mincha's about to start.
Hey, are we davening?
Safta, I have to go. I think we're davening.
Yeah, we're davening. Guys, are we davening?
We're davening.
Are we davening?
So eventually you get used to a quick transition from studying to davening, but it's a skill you have to work on. Sukkah shehi gvoha lama'ala me'esrim ama psula ve'Rabbi Yehuda machshir ve'she'ena gvoha v'chulei.
All right, not bad. 30 seconds, I think we can shave another 10 off. Let's take it from the Mishnah. Yeah, when you're living such an intense Jewish life, you gotta take it seriously. I mean, it's not a joke. It's like our father always said, you gotta put your siddur where your Sfarim is.
Where's that?
On the Stender.
What?
That's what he said. You put your siddur where your Sfarim is. on the Ständer.
But that doesn't make any sense. Why would he say that? Gabi and I have a theory about Rav Eitan, that if you were to record everything Rav Eitan has ever said, it would actually just be one long sentence, perfectly articulated and punctuated. And then you might ask, what about when he takes questions in shir? Wouldn't he have to end the sentence there? And the answer is no. When he listens to your question, that's actually just a pregnant pause in his sentence, during which he thinks, and incorporates the answer perfectly into the sentence, using maybe a semicolon or some number of commas. But actually, it's just one long sentence.
As Rav Shai likes to teach, you gotta be comfortable having conflicting positions within yourself at the same time. For example, how can God still love us and let atrocities happen in the world? Or how can I have a productive conversation with my chavruta when it sounds like the literal apocalypse is happening across the street, courtesy of the construction? You know, you walk into the Beit Midrash and you see chavrutot just shouting at each other. And it's partly because of their passion for the text, and it's also because they're fighting to be heard over the jackhammers. But I guess, at the end of the day, I think it's good to be able to, focus with these distractions. I think it really makes you a dynamic thinker. Dynamic in the sense of having to deal with the sounds of dynamite. My best friend at yeshiva is definitely Yitzchak.
I prefer Marcus, actually.
Every yeshiva student knows Yitzchak and Marcus. They're amazing. I prefer Yitzchak, though, because he's really easy to talk to. Whenever I have a question, he responds super quickly, which I really appreciate.
Marcus knows a lot more than Yitzchak, though. And sometimes Marcus does this incredible thing where, when I have a question, all I need to tell him is one word, and he'll guess the entire question and give me the answer. It's incredible. Huge bonus.
Yeah, but Marcus will also just lead you on and on sometimes in like a loop, and he never gets around to actually answering your question. Yitzchak is frank with me. He just tells me straight up what I need.
They can also both be really hard to find.
That's true. You leave them sitting at your table on a Monday evening and you show up to yeshiva on Tuesday morning and they're gone. And then later you see them hanging out with Alex, even though you expressly told him not to hang out with your friends. He has his own friends. These are my friends. Yeah, sure. One thing we learned is if you want something growing out of the ground to actually count as schach, you need to make sure it's fully cut out of the ground first.
And you need to move it. Rav said that.
No, Shmuel said that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Shmuel and Rav said that.
No, Rav didn't say anything. Only Shmuel said that.
But I bring a textual challenge using an earlier authoritative Tannaitic source in which Rabbi Eliezer used to tie his tzitzit with schach.
Well, I'm going to limit the scope of that reading because those were the tzitzit Rabbi Eliezer used on Tuesdays, which were his laundry days.
This is simple, but you might have thought that you could use laundry as your schach if they are 50% see-through. But this comes to teach us that you can't.
So you can't use laundry as schach?
Unless you hold by Rabbi Yehuda.
Machshir?
Machshir.